because there's a lot of chatter about how happy Yinzers are that Russell Wilson is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, do I think it's good that Russ has Yinzers getting his back on the internet if any of that shit-talking situation takes place again that was happening on Russ? Yes. If Russ plays well, these Yinzers will go to bat for this guy for the rest of his life, which I think is a good thing for Russ. If he plays terrible, these Yinzers are going to get real loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Probably the worst that he's ever heard, if I had to guess.
Probably.
Just kind of a guess in this entire thing. But with that being said, they seem to be most pumped because he's only getting paid $1.2 million. Like, that's why they're giddy. A lot of people say that's not the reason you should be pumped about a quarterback coming to your team is just because of how cheap he is. But I've heard you talk. You think Russ is playing great football right now. So getting him at 1.2, being a great football player, certainly reasons to celebrate in Pittsburgh. And what are your thoughts on the marriage between he, Artie, and the Steelers as a whole?
Yeah, it's a great fit between player and coach and system that they want to run. The reality is, waking up yesterday morning, the Steelers, realistically did not have a chance within the division. They now realistically have a chance. Now, are they the favorite over Baltimore, Cincinnati? No, and we'll see what happens with T. Higgins. But Russell Wilson last year, in the midst of chaos and not great offensive line play and skill position players that weren't healthy all the time, was a top 10, top 12 quarterback for most of the season. And if you just take last year and you get that Russell Wilson, and I would say that Pittsburgh as an offense in totality is a better situation. The offensive line is going to be better than it was in Denver, and the skill position people are definitely better than they were in Denver. Then you're going to get a team that last year was 10-7. That's worth 2 more wins. And that's just the truth. And so I don't understand, Pat, the discourse around Russell Wilson. So when it comes to the salary, I think so often quarterback-wise, you get concerned in the NFL, is the quarterback going to play up to the worthy level of the pay or above? That you will get so much more return on investment in Pittsburgh with the play of the quarterback at Russell Wilson's salary this year. If we talk about who Russ is, wants to throw the ball downfield, holds the ball a little bit, is still efficient, doesn't turn the football over, okay? Who does Pittsburgh want to be on offense? They want to run the football. They want to take play-action pass shots downfield, and they want to make 2 or 3 plays down near the end of the game to go win it, still with a good defense. Why did it fail with Arthur Smith, who's their new offensive coordinator in Atlanta? Quarterback threw too many interceptions, and they didn't have any speed on offense. Not the case with Russell Wilson, not the case as a problem with Pittsburgh. So, you're looking at all these variables. I think a couple of things that you got to figure out if you're Pittsburgh that you'll have to manage. The personality, everyone says Russell Wilson comes with a lot of
What are you talking about? You talking about Sierra coming to town?
Yeah.
You're talking about Mr. Unlimited.
Dan, don't worry about that. I got it from a good source. He's going to go work in the mills this summer. So we're gonna
job shadow. He's doing a job shadowing for a week.
So we're good.
Fit right in.
Nice, thank you.
Absolutely.
I think you'll hear people say, well, Russell Wilson doesn't like to throw over the middle of the field. There's still plenty of area to throw. And so I think if he improves on that a little bit, and then the sacks, he can't hold the ball as much as he likes to. So again, you got to manage all of that. But you're talking about a guy, I said this, Pat, in his last 4 years, right? Because everyone has this narrative or perception about Russell. In his last 4 years, if you go back to 2020, he throws for 40 touchdowns and 11 picks. The next year in 21, he goes for 26 touchdowns and 7 picks. 2022, bad year, 16 touchdowns, 11 picks. Last year, he goes for 26 touchdowns and 8 picks. So in the last 4 seasons, he's 110 touchdowns and 30 interceptions and a passer rating of something like 100. And we talk about him like he can't play at all anymore. And so I just think guy can still play good, high-level football.
Mark Schler said, well, you're sticking up for him because he's a quarterback. So that's what you're doing. And he said, you show me these stats, I show you fugazi. I think is what Stink said. While he had vascularity literally coming through his arm.
Absurd.
He looked
absolute unit.
Dog.
Yeah.
He is. Stink is an absolute dog.
I mean, but at some point, the numbers have to have some validity. I'm not a massive numbers person, but they have to have some validity. You can't consistently play bad football in the NFL and to have the numbers over the course of 4 years bear out that you're playing good football.
Got it. Well, here's another thought on the entire thing. As you were listing that off, his stats, pretty good memory by you, especially if you knew you were going to have to go to bat for Russell Wilson. Those are good things to have in your mind. So he had Hackett's offense, Sean Payton's offense. Now he's got Arthur Smith's offense.
Yep.
Are these similar offenses? How long is this? And I guess we should just say, yeah, he'll figure it out. But I watch a very smart quarterback here in Indianapolis who is a veteran not figure it out. And for some reason, not be on the same page with anybody on the field is
easy.
I'm just repeating what was said. Navy SEAL, astronaut, obviously
so
MVP.
Disrespectful to the troops. It makes me sick.
No, we love the troops. We're just saying this is things that were said by other people to describe brain.
Yeah. Okay.
And brain and mental toughness. Russ is just going to be able to pick up another offense like that, we assume? That's what he's proven? Because this is what, fourth straight season?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that'd be a challenge. I don't know Arthur Smith's offense in terminology-wise, but I do believe he married a little bit of
Jeez.
You're just being humble.
It's a big day. You said, I don't know again. Yeah. Holy.
This guy.
I got to stop coming on this show. It's going to ruin my credibility. I do think that it's
Won't
a
be
little
this
bit
show,
of
Dan.
He loves the run game. He loves the play action game. So, I think that's in Russell's wheelhouse. I honestly, that's all he wants to do. And even last year, in the year where Sean Payton said, let's get rid of him and we'll eat all this dead money, he was a top 5 quarterback when it comes to play action pass. And that's the foundation and the calling card for Arthur Smith's offense. So I do think there's going to be some challenge to learning a new one, but I think Russell's been around enough to kind of pick it up relatively simply.
All right. Well, that's good to hear, and I think Pittsburgh Steelers fans are going to be excited about that. The big news out of this convo thus far.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see the screen or not.
Second time he's done it.
Jeez, I didn't say I don't know. I said I don't know Arthur Smith's offense.
Did it again.
You're right there. You said I don't know. We heard it.
Yep. Yeah.